Hi guys, it's Kristina. Thank you so much for watching. So, summer is here and everybody wants to be tan and want to have that glow and look healthy, you know. Plus, when you're a little bit darker, you look more toned and your body just looks more in shape. Plus, having a little bit of glow doesn't ever hurt anyone. So, I've made several different videos on self-tanning on my channel before with different self-tanners and also talking about, you know, going to get spray tans at the salon, which can be a little bit pricey. And you might know from me talking in those past videos about tanning that I don't tan very well, like outside at the beach. You know, it's very hard for me to get a tan. Some girls can go outside and be out there for like 20 minutes and have tan lines, but that is not me. And I don't like going into the tanning beds at the salon because they're not very good for you. Plus, it takes me like quite a few days to get a tan that way as well. So I just prefer self-tanning, period. So what do I do to keep my glow in the summer? So basically, I like to get spray tans at my local salon, but they can be quite costly. They're about $25 a piece, you know, which I do get discounts and stuff like that, but still, that's a little bit expensive. But in between those takes, this is what I use right here. This is Sun Labs, and you've heard me talk about these self-tanners before in my other videos. You know, it's very easy. It's at home. You can do it on your own time. You don't have to drive to a salon. You don't have to pay that much money. So you do it on your own time, and you don't have to pay all this money. And you get 3 products in one set, not just the self-tanner. You get like all 3 products. So basically, before self-tanning, you do the exfoliator, which will exfoliate your skin. And I do have a self-tanning 101 video that I've done in the past where I talk about how to self-tan, because a lot of people always complain about streaking and the tan not being even and then peeling and it just not being, you know, what they expected it to be because they do it wrong. Like, you have to exfoliate. First of all, your skin has to be smooth all over, you know, and fresh. You cannot have like dry patches and stuff like that because obviously it's going to be blotchy afterwards. And then once you apply the self-tanner, you have to maintain your tan with a moisturizer. And of course, you can just use like lotions and things like that, but this moisturizer is specially formulated to maintain your self-tan. And then you also get a little loofah for the shower when you use the exfoliator. So I'm going to take all of these out and show you all of them and then do a little demo for you as well. So of course, if you've used self-tanners before, you can find the way that you like to apply it, but I will tell you the 2 ways that I like to apply self-tanners. So the first way is if I want to be really dark the next day, I will apply this by itself without mixing it with a moisturizer or anything like that. So I will exfoliate that same day, you know, whether I shower in the morning, you know, and I will use like the loofah and the exfoliator, or, you know, if it's that night or whatever, just make sure that you're exfoliated that same day. And then before going to bed, I'm going to wash off all my makeup and everything, and I will apply this by itself evenly with gloves, or, you know, you just want to make sure you wash your palms afterwards if you do not have any gloves, because this will stain your palms, obviously. And I will apply this evenly all over my body. Make sure that it's rubbed in all throughout, you know, so there are no patches, you know, it's not streaky. Make sure it's all even throughout. And, you know, if you can't reach certain areas, like a lot of people always ask me in my tanning videos, like, how do you do your back? Like, I can just reach my back easily, like, I'm flexible. But if you cannot, then just ask somebody so they can do your back, so that way you don't have any like blotches or streaks or anything like that. And then I will let it air dry, you know, for a couple of minutes. You know, you don't want to put any tight clothes on that will rub it off. You don't want to lay down right away. You kind of just walk around and let it just soak into your skin. And then once you feel like, you know, it's not sticky anymore, it's not wet, you can just, I usually just go to bed after that, you know. And if you are wearing pajamas, just make sure they're very loose, like a t-shirt or something like that. Like I said, you don't want to wear anything tight, so that way it's not going to be rubbed off. And it is brown because it does have bronzer in it, so you do want to shower in the morning right afterwards because it will be a little bit dark. So what I do is I wake up and then I go straight into the shower, wash it off, and the bronzer part comes off, but the actual self-tanner part has already seeped into your skin while you were sleeping. You know, you do not want to get your skin wet or anything for like hours, you know, so it's perfect while you're sleeping for like 6 to 8 hours. It has the time to absorb into your skin. And then after I take the shower, I still have the color, that glow on my skin, so that way I can just enjoy my day and I'm tan. Now the second way that I use the products is basically if I need a little bit of color, like a hint of color, like say I'm going out to like a pool party or something like that, and my legs are, you know, lighter than my body, because you obviously shave your legs a lot more than your body. Like, I don't shave my arms or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Like, your skin sloughs off a lot faster on your legs due to shaving and things like that. So if I need a little bit of color, you know, that same day, not like the next day, like if I don't have the time to go to sleep and let it absorb into my skin, what I will do is I will mix this together with the moisturizer. So basically I'm going to give myself like a little tinted moisturizer for my body. So what it will do is give my skin a little bit of color, and it won't be too much, like it won't be brown, but it will still give it color, and at the same time it will moisturize it. And I will link their website down below in the info box below this video, and it's just sunlab6.com. So it's pretty easy, and you can check out all the products they have up there. You know, you can just buy the self tanner by itself. You can buy the set that I showed you today. You can buy other sets. They also have just, you know, like body and skincare sets, you know, not self tanners, just like a body wash with a body lotion and like an exfoliator set, you know, like of the 3 products together. So it does not have to be necessarily self tanners, but they have a lot of things on there. And self tanners can be a little bit pricey, you know, all different brands out there are a little bit pricey, and if you go to salon to like tan in the bed, you know, which a lot of my friends do, you will know that those tanning lotions can be really expensive too. So a lot of my friends, they pay like one bottle, they pay like $150 for it, you know, to self tan just in the bed. And I think that's just ridiculous. So I think that the set right here, even just this self tanner by itself, is pretty affordable, considering that this is not for one time. You will use this for like, I don't know, a lot of times. Like I can't even count how many times I would use this one bottle, because, you know, it just depends on your body surface, like how much you're covering up. I think some people might just use this for their legs. Some people might use this for their whole entire body and their face. By the way, I do use this on my face as well. Like a lot of people for some reason ask me in my videos if I use it on my face. I'm like, well, why not? Like I don't want my face to be white, my body be tan. Like that doesn't make any sense. So even if you think that these are a little bit pricey, you know, you just think of how many uses you get out of the bottle, and it totally makes up for that because it is pretty affordable and you're using it at home. You don't have to go to a salon, like I said already, because I do get the spray tans at my salon, and like I said, for one of those is $25 normally. You know, I mean, it depends on the salon obviously, but still. And out of this I can probably get like, I don't know, I'm guessing like 30 uses out of this or something like that. Like I don't really know. I never counted, but still way more than one. So it kind of saves you money as well. So I've already exfoliated today with this because I have a little bit of this actually left in another bottle. So I already did that part, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you the demo, both the first way and the second way that I use it. Okay, so as soon as I put my gloves on, look who decided to come in and say hi. This is my Ava. She's like walking around. I don't know what she's doing, but yeah, she made a little debut. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the way that I do it if I just want a little bit of color, not a lot, when I mix it with my moisturizer. So this is the self tanner, and as you can tell, it's totally brown. So it's like a gooey consistency. And then I'm going to take the moisturizer, and I did 2 pumps of the self tanner, so I'm going to do 2 pumps of the lotion as well. So, I mean, you can customize it to your own skin. You know, if you want it a little bit darker, do more self tanner. Obviously, if you want it to be like half and half, that's what I did. It's just up to you, like how dark you want it. If you want it to be a little bit lighter, you can use more moisturizer and less self tanner, so etc, etc. So I'm just going to mix the two together and apply it evenly all over. And obviously right now I'm wearing a bikini just because it is a video, but when I do it on my own, like at home, obviously you don't wear anything. So you just rub all of that in evenly and then just let it dry. Now if you want the color to be darker, you just use the tanner by itself. And as you can tell, it's a lot darker than when you use it with the moisturizer together. So be careful and make sure that it's not blotchy, and rub it in all throughout, like very evenly, so there are no streaks or blotches. And do not apply it on the bottoms of your feet because, like I said, that skin is sensitive. It's very different. It's just like the palms on your hands. They will get very, very dark, and you don't want to do that. I'm going to do the same on the other leg. And then just let it dry. So I wasn't going to put any on my arms, but for the sake of the demo, I will use a little bit. So I'm just going to mix, again, my tanner and my moisturizer together. And I'm going to use some more moisturizer because I don't want it to be super dark. And I'm just going to apply this evenly. So like I said, you can just totally do this during the day and it doesn't come out too dark because it is mixed with the moisturizer, so I can just go out like this. And then what I do for the back of my hands is I just put a little bit of the color and the moisturizer, and then I just mix them on the back of my hands like this. So I try to avoid the palm area, and I just kind of rub it in on each hand. And the fingers, you want to make sure you go all around the perimeter right here and don't put any on your palms. So I just kind of do my hands like that and just let them dry, and now your palms are not going to be dark. So thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. It really helps a lot. And I will leave all my personal social media links down below in the info box, like my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my vlogging channel, and everything like that. So please check them out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.